Here's the big story here that I cause people to lose their minds.
Yeah.
WWE coming to MSG September 10th. Mike Johnson tweeted out that, and also posted the article on PW Insider, that WWE, he was able to confirm that they are going to MSG September 10th, Friday.
Beautiful.
It's the eve of September 11th, 20th anniversary of September 11th.
Jesus.
So, I mean, listen, it totally makes sense for them to do it. I know that WWE has this very deep connection to that day.
Absolutely.
They were one of the first things to run the following week. You know, it was a big deal. We all lived it here. So, I think it's tremendous. I'm excited for it. We will be there, obviously, because it's in our backyard again. Now, I double confirmed his story because I think, like, for months we've been saying, like, oh, WWE's running in September.
Mm-hmm.
When I went to the Garden in January, I met up with a couple friends that work there, and I was like, hey, any news? Because they were supposed to run September in 2020 if things were opening. You know, there was still that concept that, like, well, it maybe will open by September. And obviously that didn't happen, and things peaked and things shut down again. But when I saw him in January, dude was like, oh, yeah, it's early September.
Right.
I don't have the date yet. We're trying to figure it out. But you could kind of figure out the day, whatever. There's 2 weeks in early September.
Mm-hmm.
There's 2 Mondays and there's two Fridays. So it's either one of those days. So they are running. Now, this caused a total uproar from people.
Yeah.
Saying, oh my God, WWE's so petty. They are doing this to trump AEW show that's going to be running 2 weeks from then at Arthur Ashe in Queens, New York.
Yeah, okay.
Okay? Listen, I was actually stunned that was the narrative from people. I was genuinely surprised. Very much
You
so.
got surprised from the internet?
I really did.
You've been on the internet forever.
I am the internet.
You are the internet.
Listen,
You got where's the poster? Where's the king of all media poster?
I am the king of all new media. I was shocked because, listen, WWE's been running the Garden for like 800 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay? 2, they have historically, since they returned back to the Garden in 2018, right? 2017, 2018.
Mm-hmm.
They have been running September. That's when they ran. Okay. Historically, they've run September at the Garden. Why is this a shocker? This was obviously a make good for 2020.
Right.
That they now have this spot. People are like, oh, they're so petty. And I was like, guys, you can't book a venue like the Garden overnight.
Yeah, exactly.
And WWE's not going to change their entire touring path.
Right.
Just to be like, oh, AEW's in New York. God damn it, pal. Let's ruin it by booking Madison Square Garden 2 weeks before.
Yeah, exactly. It
wasn't like that, guys. I know that there's like this secret war that people think exists and this hatred between. I don't get that. I don't get the favoritism. I don't like what you like. Don't like what you don't like. Why are you like? There's no deep conspiracy. Like, yeah, do they want AEW to be successful? Probably not. I don't think they really give a crap at this point, but obviously they like being number one. They like being on top. There's nothing wrong with that. That's competition. I don't think anybody would want their business to not do well. If you have a pizza shop and another one opens next door, you're going to say, F these guys. I'm going to try to do my best to beat them.
Exactly.
This wasn't a retaliatory move by WWE to book the most expensive venue in the country with the most fees that you generally don't make money on.
Yeah.
I mean, people don't realize that about the Garden. The Garden is very expensive to run, and you generally will, if they ran the show with the same amount of attendance in, let's say, Newark or anywhere, Philly, Boston, it would be a fraction of the cost it is to run the Garden. It's a lot of union hands, and it's a lot of nonsense that goes into booking this building. So this isn't a retaliatory thing.
No, not at all. It's like, again, not to sound patronizing or condescending, but it's one of those things I think the specific folks you're talking about who don't understand have probably never, like, I'm going to use getting married as an example.
Yeah.
Right? You can't, 2 weeks before your wedding, you can't call up a venue and say, listen, I'm thinking about getting married in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Let me book this venue.
Yeah.
Right? You have to book it several months in advance. You have to go through all the red tape, all the bureaucracy to get it done. You know?
And listen, do you know where WWE's flying to? They're flying to the UK.
Yeah.
The following week. So, obviously, that was planned. They're going to be at the O2 Arena.
No, this is all last minute just to mess with AEW.
Oh, yeah, all last minute. Hey guys, thanks for checking out Mattman Clips. If you want to listen to a full episode of the show, click on one of the links below and be sure to subscribe to us here on YouTube and, of course, everywhere podcasts are available.